at the 40, second down.
Doesn't matter who you're rooting for in him with the football, getting away from one and trying. Really liked what he did there.
Dalton throwing on second down. Wilson, and he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Third down, a shot here for Dalton. Caught left side by Cobb. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Randall Cobb, 34 yards. And the Bucs have taken a first-quarter lead.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead. So the flag is for roughing the kicker, a big 15-yard penalty.
And I'm not sure that was the time to go all out after the kicker. Plenty of time left in this game.
The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They come up in an offset eye. Luck. Jeffrey with a catch left side. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Alshon Jeffrey so dangerous even when a defender's near him.
He's got such a big body, ability to run, positions himself well, excellent control. And you're exactly right. Even if people are draped on him, he often comes up with the catch. He really symbolizes what people are looking for in receivers in today's NFL. In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold. When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
Now a run with a fullback Johnson. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a fourth down. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on fourth. Here we go on fourth. Luck. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on a quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here.
So how do you beat man coverage? First of all, you want to be a superior receiver, but you know something, that guy who's covering you, he's usually pretty good too. So the corner route is usually a great spot to get it done.
Now he's hit, and Dalton lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because This is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a third down. Play fake. Here's Dalton. Oh, he will be sacked on the final play of this first. Davis on Brandon. Here's Drew Kaiser now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And now a high kick trying to pin him back. Taken in at the 22. 31 yards on the punt there. And the Texans take possession. And now out comes Houston. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Now Love. And this is going to be incomplete. The new acquisition, Martellus Bennett, the intended target. And it'll make this a second and long.
In most pass defenses, the guy playing safety has the ability to roam free and try and go to the football. But when you're in man, you've got to cover just like a guy playing out on the corner. Lock up on the receiver and go to the football. That's exactly what he did, batting that one away.
Here's Love. His throw incomplete.
The defensive coordinator came into this game with a plan to get to the quarterback with whatever type of pressure is necessary. It's working to perfection for him today.
So a second down incompletion now brings up third down. Now a play fake, and it's Love. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ben Heaney in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play. Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
Dalton, 1st and 10. He's going to loft one deep left side here. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. T.Y. Hilton, 51 yards. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. Now the point after try for Santos. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And they don't get it. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots, but we'll see how that is. When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
They give them 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
A Okay, when the big guy runs a corner route, you're asking a lot no matter who's covering him. Doesn't matter whether it's a linebacker or a defensive back. Yeah. He usually has the advantage because of his body type.
On 1st and 10, Locke. Jeffrey reels it in over the middle. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. Time to step aside. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. On 2nd down, here's Locke. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. And quickly, they get to the line. And now the passing game here in the 2nd quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
So incomplete on 1st. Let's see what 2nd down has in store. On 2nd and 10, Locke. Evans has it left side. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
When Mike Evans sees man coverage, I don't think he's the only guy who gets excited. I guarantee the guy throwing the ball does, because guess what? He's got a lot of options about where to place it because of Mike Evans' size and frame.
From the red zone now, Locke. That is caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Mike Evans from 17 yards out. And the Texans have cut it to within a score. And that time, he came out of the slot for that big play downfield for the score.
I think what we just saw there, partner, was what we call scheming a guy open. Put him in the slot, know that he has tremendous speed. What you're doing with your other receivers is likely running shorter routes to draw the attention closer to the line of scrimmage, to give him a chance to get downfield and turn it into your odds. When he's running against the safety, his speed usually wins, and it did on that play.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way, because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
So Dalton now. On the right side, it's Hilton with a catch. Room here to run. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. T.Y. Hilton with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bucs get the quick strike touchdown. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the 2nd quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the 2nd half.
And he's going to be hit and taken down in the backfield. Just nowhere to run that time. And the try for 2 is snuffed out. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the 2nd half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
And they're going to speed things up here. Now Locke. He finds his target. It's Evans. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. On 1st down, Locke. He completes it to Evans. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. It's a gain of 17 that time. And it'll give the Texans a first down. On 1st and 10, Luck. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And now a first down following that long gain. Now a play fake here on first down. That's caught at the 2. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Michael O'Manawanui in the final seconds of the first half. And the Texans draw a bit closer. And this is back to a 5-point game. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. It's a very short kick taken by an up man. So out come the Bucs now. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
The final act of the first half. Dalton flush to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete. So we've come to halftime at a 5-point game. As we send you now to Orlando to check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, LR. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble. Out to the 27. And now out comes Houston. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
So the incomplete pass brings up second down. Now a play fake, and it's Luck. Finding time. He'll rifle this one deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And that play was what every defense is wary of. The big strike attempted downfield, but they were in excellent position. They didn't get fooled. And while he didn't come up with the interception, was able to bat the ball down.
Luck now to throw. He's going to go up top again. So they took a shot there on third down, couldn't get it. Now it's fourth.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. Here we go on fourth. Luck. He's got Evans. Give him 28 yards on that one. And the decision to go for it pays off. They've got a 1st and goal. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They'll try and run for it with Crowell. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Brad, wasn't that long ago that the guy playing that spot was an outside linebacker type of a guy. Now, as a defensive end, how about the speed that he used to get into the backfield and make the play?
This will be caught just inside the 10. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. This will be play number 8 on the drive. It's 3rd and goal. Now Luck on 3rd and goal. And this is going to be incomplete. Kadeem carry the target out of the backfield. And that'll bring up 4th down. Now the Texans are going to call on the field goal unit. And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. A decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they do inch a bit closer.
Yeah, still lots of time to go in this one. Take the points, move on, and let your defense try to get the ball back.
Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the 2nd half. Again, we'll see the pistol here. They go play action here on 1st down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Throwing, Dalton, and the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Randall Cobb, the intended receiver. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. And he dropped it. Now it was tipped, altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it, and now 4th down. Here's Drew Kaiser now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But we also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Unable to connect on the 1st down pass play. Now it's 2nd down. Back to the air. Luck on 2nd down. A screen complete to Crowell. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll be 3rd down.
They completed the screen, but one of the things you worry about is can the quarterback get rid of the ball before he's actually tackled? So your offensive linemen have to hold up the rushers a little bit because you want to make sure you keep your guy's jersey clean throughout the game.
And some room to roam now. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
And that's how you run the football and run it successfully. Big-time chunk of yardage picked up, but why? Offensive linemen won at the point of attack. Their leverage way better than the defenders. The low man wins when you're getting underneath and trying to move people. That's exactly what happened on that play. The offensive line moved the deep.
Isaiah Crowell, he's all alone. Touchdown, Houston. Isaiah Crowell, 49 yards. And the Texans are in for 6. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover it? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he is out of bounds here on the return. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Back now in Atlanta. It's Buccaneer football, but they've got work to do. They find themselves 7 yards to go on second down. It's second down. Dalton looking. And his throw here's incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. And that's going to bring up a third down.
And that one was knocked away, and I think the defenders are going to be a little upset with themselves. They made the play on the football, but that one felt like a forced pass by the quarterback. Thought he had someone open. He really wasn't. Maybe an example of having too much confidence in his receiver that no matter what, I'm going to throw it to him. And that was a play made by the defense, and it could have been a bigger one.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting to run. Here's Dalton.
It's interesting how we label routes. You know, some people might call this a hitch. For me, a hitch is a little bit closer to the line of scrimmage, about 1 to 3 yards deep. A lot of people might call this a dig route, going this deep on a 3rd and 7 to pick up the first down. Others just call it a stick route. Get to the right point, stick in that spot, and let them hit you with a pass. No matter what, they did pick up the first down.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And this will get out of bounds at the 2-yard line.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Greg Olsen. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Bucs have taken the lead here in the 4th. Here's Dalton to throw for it. That's caught at the 2. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last.
Isaiah Crowell, he's all alone. A big-time play there for the Texans. 59 yards. And you talk about great blocking up front. I don't think he was even touched, not a finger on him, until he was brought down to the ground.
I think we heard the whoosh as he went by, didn't we? Right through the gap. No one there, as you outlined. No one touched him at all. A free sprint into the secondary.
Yeah, that's what you call breaking free right there. Now it's Luck off the bootleg. Flushed out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on first down. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Here's Luck. Jeffrey with a catch left side. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll make it 3rd down. And let's see what the defensive coordinator may have up his sleeve here to try to get this final last stand and win this football game. Luck. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. John Simon with a big-time sack on 3rd down. And it'll be a loss of 7. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. Made his first, this now from 42 yards out. And the 38-year-old vet able to split the uprights. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. And he is out of bounds here on the return. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
Greg Olsen was the intended target, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Give him credit for batting it away, but unable to come up with the interception. And sometimes that joke does come true. Guys are on defense for a reason. Maybe their hands aren't quite as skillful as the guys on offense, but a lot of credit on that play for just knocking it away.
And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete. Here's Drew Kaiser now as he's on to punt for Tampa Bay. This is taken at the 15. They juked him. It looked like he might beat that last man. He doesn't, though, but it goes as a 32-yard return. And that will come the offense as they take over. Now Luck. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he's brought down. They'll get 17 yards there. And the Texans are going to have a first. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in his performance.
Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down. Luck now to throw. A screen complete to Crowell. He got 29 yards that time.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And the Buccaneers go ahead and take another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So just about a minute to go here, tie ball game.
As fans, we love free football. But the guys on the field don't. They're going to attack and go for the win right now.
And that's going to be caught. Touchdown. And they've broken our tie here in the final minute.
Well, any thoughts about overtime have ended at this juncture. That touchdown puts them up 6. I would imagine they'll kick the extra point now and rely on their defense.
Yeah, rely on their defense. So a little bit of time left on the clock here in the 4th, but they got to feel good now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. He'll look to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll lead here to a third down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
They come out, and Olsen over the middle. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
I don't know whether I want to be a fly on the wall or not when they hear the explanation of how one of the bigger targets on the field, the tight end can be that wide open and uncovered downfield. Who blew that assignment?
Somebody did.
No doubt about it. There's no way you're not going to account for him. But depending on the team, they call that an explosive play or a chunk play, the one that they got on the previous one. They tried to go back and get another one, didn't they?
They did, but unsuccessful on that second attempt. Caught left side by Cobb. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have a third down.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
They'll look to throw. And this is caught on the sideline. But no, they'll say out of bounds. He caught it but was not in bounds. Incomplete. A third down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but he was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, and that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
And, Charles, when you pull out a close game, the good thing about that is maybe next time you're in a nail-biter in the fourth quarter, you have a little more confidence.
Yeah, you're talking about your memory muscle.